Hey everybody, I wanted to hop on here today and show you all my Banana Nut Crumble Muffins. They're super easy, a lot of really yummy ingredients, so we're gonna get started. First off, I have 2 cups of steel rolled oats. I'm gonna go right in the handy dandy food processor. Love using this thing, it's very versatile. Now in here I've already pre-measured out my baking soda, baking powder, nutmeg, cinnamon, flax seeds. So all that's already measured out. I'll post the recipe on the recipe page here, and that all goes into our food processor as well. Empty bowl goes into the sink. Now the first step, we're gonna pulse this for a few minutes until the oats become like flour. I'll be right back so you guys don't hear this crazy loud noise, and when we return, I'll add in all the wet ingredients. All right, we're back. Now, as I said, we just blended this up until it's very, very fine, almost like a flour-like consistency. So next we're gonna add in all the wet ingredients. We're gonna have 2 bananas. Just peel them right out and plop them in the food processor. Again, great thing about a food processor is you don't have to chop a lot of stuff. You can throw everything in and it's ready to go. So 1 banana, 2 bananas. After that, I have a ½ cup of your choice of nut milk. Could be any type. I have cashew milk here. That's gonna go in. Then I made some cashew pulp. All that is a ½ cup of soaked cashews. I soak them for about 3 to 4 hours. Put them in a blender or a blender cup with a little bit, maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. Blend it up until it's a nice paste. There you go. Add that in. Since this recipe is completely plant-based, there is no sugar, no eggs, none of that. So a lot of these wet ingredients are what's gonna make everything hold together. Now I have a ½ cup of whatever nut butter you'd like. I have a blend. It's pumpkin, walnut, pecan, peanut, and has a little bit of flax seeds in it as well. Next, I have a ½ cup of maple syrup. Now this is the natural sweetener. No added sugar, no refined sugar, just some nice sweet maple syrup. Next, we're gonna add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Perfect. And finally, I'm gonna add in about 4 cut up like sliced pitted dates. Again, nice little natural sweetener, a little bit of fiber. So all we're gonna do, put the top back on, and when I come back, we'll have a nice batter ready to go into our muffin tins. All right, welcome back. Now everything in my food processor has been combined. I've taken it off the stand and the blade out. Before I start putting them into my muffin tins, I'm actually gonna make the crumble topping for our muffins. It's really simple. All you take is a ½ cup of the same oats you used for flour, 1 little applesauce container. It's about a ½ cup, maybe a little more, but it helps bind everything together. Use my spoon to scrape it clean. From there, I just use a twist or 2 of salt, and then 1 more teaspoon of vanilla. Add a little sweetness. Perfect. From there, all we do is combine those ingredients together with a spoon. Nothing too crazy, makes a really simple crumble. So, once that's all combined, this will just go on top of our muffins once we place them into their tins. Since these are crumble muffins and plant-based, I found it's super easy and better for everybody if you actually put liners in just like a cupcake. That way when you store them, they're easy to go on the go. They're easy to put into lunch boxes for anybody in your family. So I just take my spatula and pour out about up to 3/4 full of each tin. Now these will stay really good in your fridge for about 4 days. I put mine in a gallon Ziploc bag. It just makes it easier to store and easier to grab. No giant Tupperware containers taking up space in your fridge. Now the dates that I threw into this batter, if you are not a date fan, they are not required for this recipe to work, so it's totally optional. Also, if you have little ones and you're trying to get them to have a little bit more healthy food options or snack options, but they're not too into these, I always recommend adding chocolate chips. Chocolate makes everything better. And chocolate's good for us too, good for the soul. Coming from somebody who, my parents and grandparents grew up in Hershey, Pennsylvania, so chocolate is a food group in our family. right. This makes just almost the perfect amount of a 12 muffin tin muffin pan. This is also a really fun recipe to make with kids. The batter's ooey gooey. It's fun to play with as you're putting it into their tins. Get the whole family involved in cooking. It makes it a lot more of a fun experience, and also kids are way more ready to eat something that they helped make. I know when I bake crispy treats or yummy things like that with my niece and nephew, they're super excited to eat them when they're all finished. All right. So there's all muffins, and no shame in licking your fingers either. Once you're done, that is. Alrighty. So here's our filled muffin tins. All I'm going to do is scoop this out. I'm actually going to grab that teaspoon I used for my vanilla and just scoop little crumbles on top. Doesn't have to be precise. They're gonna get nice and toasty and caramelized in the oven, just giving the muffin a little bit more of a crunch after you bite into it. And again, no added sugar, no artificial flavorings, nothing fake in these muffins. Totally plant-based, no animal products whatsoever. And this is a really fun way to also introduce family members to plant-based options. It's not as dramatic as showing them a pound of tofu right in front of them for dinner instead of their normal meat. Breakfast is an easy way to sneak veggies in, sneak fruits in. It's a great time of day to sneak this food into your diet as well. Alrighty. So there's the crumble on top of our muffins. Nothing super fancy. Now all we're going to do is the oven has been preheated to 350 degrees. Going to pop these in for about 15 to 20 minutes depending on your oven. And when we return, we'll have nice, crisp, beautiful brown muffins. And here they are, fresh banana crumble muffins. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope you guys try these out at home. Thanks so much and see you again soon.